Welcome everyone to Fox Football Live. Before we get into the show, we're going to switch things up as mentioned. We have a new look. Hope you like the new digs, of course, and a little bit of a different style this fall, starting at 9:30 rather than that 10:30 mark that we've done in previous years. So let's officially get underway with our third season and first show of fall 2021. And just like that, Friday night lights are shining bright on West Texas once again. The Central Bobcats at San Angelo Stadium tonight against Shoemaker with a new head coach in Kevin Crane and new quarterback at center. The defending state champion Jim Ned Indians look for revenge on their only loss last season, which came at the hands of the host team tonight, the Ballinger Bearcats. And the CHRISTOVAL Cougars have some new faces in key positions, but that won't stop the hardworking group under coach Casey OTHO from competing with the Wink Wildcats from Jack Pardee Memorial Stadium tonight. Season 3 of Fox Football Live starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Season 3 of Fox Football Live, right here on Fox West Texas. I'm Tim O'Brien. We can guarantee you the scores and highlights all fall long. We're going to take a look at some bands and student sections, fans of the week, and even who stood out to you here in West Texas. In the meantime, there's a game that has been on the map since spring. It was the Jim Ned Indians and the Ballinger Bearcats. It has been marked Ballinger, the only team to beat Jim Ned last year. We're going to get out to Bearcat Stadium in just a moment, but it's important to note each week, you, the viewer, we cannot do it without you. Fans as well. You could text us at 325-655-6006. Scores, updates, highlights, pictures of your scene, where you're at, where you're watching, or what games that you're at or want to be at, and we'll get them, of course, up on the show, whether it is tonight, of course, or the following week. We're going to end it tonight as well, talking about where we are going to head. So that is up to you, where you want the game of the week to be each Friday night. In the meantime, let's head back out to Bearcat Stadium. Adriana Alexander doing an unbelievable job in Ballinger tonight. Jim Ned got off to a hot start. Ballinger still trying to find their feet. They returned only 3 players on each side of the ball, offensive and defensive. So Adriana out at Bearcat Stadium now. Adriana, look, at the end of the day, it's a huge, huge game. Jim Ned wanted to get some revenge back on Ballinger, and it's safe to say that's at least how they started this night.
Yeah, Tim, the vengeance is there. I mean, they are really putting a chokehold on the Bearcats right now. Oh my gosh, the score right now is 0-42. They just scored a touchdown after an interception. The people are raving around in the stands, as you can see. Well, you can't see, I can see them right here. Listen, it is crazy right now. It's not looking good for the Bearcats, but they're hoping to at least score a touchdown in this fourth quarter as it just started. So, like I said, I mean, it is going crazy right now. The Bearcats aren't getting any let up on them, but it's a great game for sure.
All right, thanks, Adriana. As always, of course, get back safely. We're going to have the final score coming up in just a little bit here on Fox Football Live. She was able to speak to head coach Matt Fanning of the Jim Ned Indians and, of course, head coach Chuck Lipsey of the Ballinger Bearcats to get his team riled up, taking the field tonight as the defending state champions. This is how Matt Fanning gets the Indians ready to go.
We're going to execute. We're going to be smart. Most of all, we're going to be Jim Ned. Yes, all right, you feel me? Yes, y'all ready for it? Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better be loud. Here we go. Clap it up.
How do you not want to play for that guy? I want to get out of here right now and go up to Bearcat Stadium and suit up on the sideline for head coach Matt Fanning. On the other side, a very more calm and relaxed head coach Chuck Lipsey. Not as vocal, but always has his team prepared. No matter the score, you can expect a 100% effort from the Bearcats each Friday night.
We're expecting good things. We got a lot of young kids, so we got a tough preseason schedule. This is going to be a real good measuring stick for us starting out in week 1. So we just got to stay healthy and improve each week and get better and be ready to get in the district.
Just calm, cool, and collected Chuck Lipsey. He's been there a while. He's well respected in the town. While we're out there, we knew the score, but let's backtrack a bit on what we had so far. Xavier Weishart, of course, for the Gymnet Indians. You're going to know him. You're going to hear about him. You heard him all last year. He took the ball outside for the first down, made it look easy. Next drive, Weishart takes it out left, jukes the defender. He takes it into the end zone for a quick 6. Extra point is good. 7-0 Gymnet. After 3 and out of the Bearcats, Gymnet with the ball again. Weishart faking out even our Adriana Alexander. She thought quarterback was coming left. Nope, Weishart going right for a 20-yard gain. He would take it down to the 15. Gymnet taking up a lot of the possession clock. Next drive, you would see Sergio Hernandez, senior running back, get a little reps in possession for a quick gain and attempt at another score. We know now, that was at the first quarter tonight. Gymnet got out to a hot start. We do know now that it is 42-0. The Gymnet Indians up over the Ballinger Bearcats. So we will continue to follow that game as well. It looks like Gymnet will get their revenge here tonight, of course. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they're saying now. It's still 42-0, correct? All right, we're going to get that here in just a moment. Look, bear with us tonight. We're going to get these scores. We're going on a little earlier, 35-0 at that point. We know in the meantime it was switched up 7. So 42-0, the Gymnet Indians. Look, we talk about it each night too. The sounds outside of the stadium, inside the stadium, around town. None of that happens. That energy each night, of course, it brings you that energy each night inside the stadium. Now, final thoughts of this game before we get to the next game, of course, Central and Colleen Shoemaker. We knew that the Gymnet Indians would want revenge. They still won the state title last year, but they had one loss, and that was to the Ballinger Bearcats at home up in Tuscola. So you knew that they were going to come prepared. Again, 6 starters total, 3 on each side of the ball for the Ballinger Bearcats. Head coach Chuck Lipsy knew he lost his quarterback, his running back, and his main wide receiver. That's hard at any level, no matter high school, college, or pro, to restart, regroup. Still expect a big season out of the Ballinger Bearcats. Let's prepare now for a game that happened just up the road here from our studios in San Angelo. It was the Central Bobcats and the Colleen Shoemaker Gray Wolves. All right, let's go ahead and take a look outside San Angelo Stadium. Look, Central Bobcats have a new head coach in Kevin Crane. They have a new quarterback behind center. We're not sure what we're going to get, but the crowd came out at San Angelo. On the other side, of course, Colleen's a little bit of a travel out near the Waco area to come in, but they still were representative. They're saying, hey, good luck. Good job, buddy. A little midfield coin toss. Bobcats would win it. Tyler Hill at center tonight for his first start. He's quick and light on his feet. You see with a quick 8-yard gain before being stopped. Next play after a scramble, Hill will find Samuel Navarrete muscling his way down to the 3-yard line, making it look effortless and easy. All good. Then Landon Cali would get a shot at it. I jumped one. Next play, Hill would then hand off to Darius Floyd for the 3-yard gain and punch it in for the first score of the game for the Bobcats. It was 7-7 headed into the second quarter. Back and forth action. Then on the defensive side of the ball, quickly, Landon Cali getting up off his feet, making the big play to stop the Colleen Gray Wolves. At this point in time, we know the game's still with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was 35-21 Central Bobcats. Not a lot of people had Central in this game. Colleen, one of the quicker teams in 6A, but Central under Kevin Crane and the new head coach on the sideline and a new quarterback doing big things to get ahead of the curve in a very competitive 6A class. They've got games home against Colleen. They head out to El Paso next week, then home against an Austin team 2 weeks later. So Central's going to be putting their miles in back and forth. Let's go ahead and take a look at the score that we have moments ago. I know that it was 35-21, but at least what did you guys have when you first got the update moments ago? 43-21. So they've made their lead just a little bit bigger. All good. Just getting started tonight on Fox Football Live. Plenty more. We still have Eastland and Wall and Christoval and Wink. Remember, Christoval won their district last year, but lost to Wink on the road. They'll see if they can get a little revenge on home turf. We'll have more of that coming up after the break. Desmond, it's the feature story next. CHRISTOVAL. Yes, I need a script for, oh man, CHRISTOVAL wink. I haven't seen those highlights yet. So I'm just gonna. Welcome back, everyone, to Fox Football Live. Again, a little different if you're just joining us from 9:30 to 10 now. We're going to have updated scores and highlights of what we know to this point. And then from 10 to 10:30, we'll switch things over on all digital platforms, Facebook Live and YouTube from 10 to 10:30 with final replays, recaps, and scores. Now, before we head out to Jack Pardee Memorial Stadium in CHRISTOVAL, earlier this week we had a chance to catch up with head coach Casey Otho and a few of the senior players who were on that district title team last year. However, they did lose star quarterback Braden Wilcox. He's now a redshirt freshman at Angelo State University. They're trying to rebound, still have that same mindset, and they can promise you each Friday night they're going to give it their all.
In order to have a winning football program, of course, you have to make big plays. But for the small town of CHRISTOVAL, it is the little things head coach Casey Otho preaches to his players.
That's the whole thing, is that we preach on a daily basis is overcoming complacency. Because one of those, that's the killer of any program, is just being complacent and expecting to get to where you were last year without putting in the work.
The Cougars are returning a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. However, they did lose their starting quarterback from 2020, but Coach Otho has all the faith in the world in who will be taking the snaps Friday night.
Kyle was a sophomore last year, and he was our backup quarterback, so he got a little time, playing. Riley was a starting receiver for us. Neither one of them have really got a lot of reps, game reps, so they're coming in pretty fresh, but they're picking it up.
What is a quarterback without a center? Senior center Caleb Dye is ready to protect whoever will be taking the snaps, and says all they need to do is just focus and just do their job as an O-line.
We just put in the work every day, working hard. Our job is to protect the quarterback, and we do it the best we can no matter who we're going up against. We know sometimes we're smaller than other lines, so we put in our work all the time. No matter what the size difference is, we're always going to outwork them the best we can.
Come Friday night, the Cougars will have arguably one of the best wide receivers in West Texas, and possibly one of the best names you'll ever hear, senior receiver Bo Jolly. The standout senior says the Cougars just have to play their game, and the winning will follow.
Yeah, so we definitely have high standards for ourselves coming off of last year, and we got athletes all the way around, and we're looking to go deep, but for sure just taking it one game at a time. We have state in mind, always wanting to get there, but not looking too far ahead, and we have small things we got to chip away at, go win our first game, beat Wink.
The Cougars kick the season off against Wink at home, and both Caleb Dye and Bo Jolly are ready to put on a show for the Cougar faithful.
It's that calm, cool, collective mentality Otho brings on the offensive end. We have that, and then just that killer mindset on the defensive end with Coach Downey leading us.
The fans can expect to win every night because we're going to do our best to get there. And it's going to be an action-packed, hard-hitting game.
Matt Cerna, Fox West Texas.
All right, that was our Matt Cerna. We're going to head out to Jack Pardee Memorial Stadium now. Some sights from the big game here at CHRISTOVAL Cougars and the Wink Wildcats. I had mentioned CHRISTOVAL lost last year on the road to Wink, looking to get off on a good start, I should say, go 1-0 at home. Packed house, I should say, band. I always enjoyed CHRISTOVAL's band, of course. They do a lot of good things, and their band director always great with us here on Fox Football Live. Let's go ahead back out there for the highlights. It was 8-0 last we knew. Let's go ahead and check out the action out at Jack Pardee Memorial Stadium. You got to remember there, Kyle Lohman, their starting quarterback. He's also a star baseball player as well. Does a little bit of everything, and they're going to run two quarterback systems, as you heard there from head coach Casey Otho. Not only did they have Lohman, but of course number 4 is Kyle Lohman and number 11 Riley Workman. So the back and forth action they went. Wink has some size. They play a class up, and CHRISTOVAL, of course, doing everything they can to compete. They've got big shoes to fill. I told you they lost their star quarterback, and they're trying to get back to that district championship. And then I had mentioned Bo Jolly, one of the best names in all of sports, especially here in West Texas. He wants to get back to state as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the score, what you had at last that we knew. We tell you it was 8-0 the last that I saw. Let's see if something changed. Wink Wildcats and CHRISTOVAL Cougar. You're watching it in real time as we are. So 8-6. Back and forth action. We'll continue to, of course, follow their story, their score, and their game tonight here on Fox Football Live. We still have Wall and Eastland as well. We're going to head out to Hawks Stadium coming up after the break. Is there the Eastland Wall highlights, Ashley? Okay. I can't do both. There's just no way. Welcome back, everyone, to Fox Football Live here on this Friday. It's week 1. I think they say week 0 here out in West Texas, but the first week of games nonetheless. The Eastland Mavericks, who have always competed. They had Baron Morton, a star quarterback, made his way to Texas Tech this fall as a freshman. And then you've, of course, got Houston guys, Wall Hawks, who don't lose very often. They're that good. In fact, Tate Williams, their senior guard last year, doing so well. He's going to start as a freshman this fall for the Baylor Bears in Waco. Let's head out to Hawks Stadium tonight. They have new turf, new lights. It's one of the nicer facilities now here in West Texas. The coin toss is, of course, important. Back and forth action. Let me tell you this. At one point, we're going to watch this in real time, first time seeing it just like you, Wall has beaten Eastland 8 straight times, and at one point, it was 21-6 Eastland. So you didn't think Wall had much of a shot. Eastland up near, closer to DFW, I would say, than necessarily here in the San Angelo area. But out on I-20, you can tell there's probably all there is to do is just to play and watch football. Of course, the flags at half-staff for everything happening in the Middle East. And, of course, thoughts and prayers go out to all the military members here in the United States. But back to football. Eastland was driving all night long. The band playing a little action, too. We're going to fast forward here in just a moment. I can say that the last I looked, pull up that full screen, Desmond, if you can. The last we looked, I said it was 21-6. Well, look at that. It's 28-21. Wall Hawks coming all the way back to take the lead. Again, Eastland has not beat Wall in 8 straight matchups. You can't tell me Coach Morton and company with the Eastland Mavericks don't want to win this game here tonight. All good. We also had a chance, Coach John Long was a lineman coach here at San Angelo Central, took the head coaching job for the Eldorado Eagles. The weather late last week didn't stop them for their preparation this fall. Didn't matter where they were practicing. They were putting the pads on, they were putting on their helmets, and they were going to give everything they could to play for Coach Long. The Eldorado Eagles, not expected not to go too far and win too many games this year, but they're not going to lose on the field easily, we'll tell you that.
The road to a district championship, playoffs, and of course, every school's dream, a Texas state title, all kicks off in less than 2 weeks. But sometimes, teams have to find a way to improvise, even when it rains. Our first stop on our West Texas football tour is the little town of Eldorado, but the bright lights of Friday night shine bigger than the town itself.
You're going to see kids that are going to fly around, be physical, be tough, tackle, block, all those fundamentals that we work on a lot. I think they're going to see an exciting brand of football, and I'm really excited to strap it up and really hit it for real.
This is Coach Long's second season, and his expectations is always the same: win, but also mold these young players into even better people.
We want to put out good people, good men, good women, and build on their character. And so that's one of my focuses this year. So what we're trying to do is if we're meeting their needs academically, athletically, socially, and spiritually, I think we're doing pretty good.
And everyone has bought in on what Coach Long is preaching to his players, even his senior starting quarterback, KORBIN, COVARRUBIAZ, who is thankful for the impact Coach Long will have on him long after the game of football.
This has built character. He's helped me become more of a better leader with communicating with everybody and just stepping up as a senior. The quarterback's just stepping up and doing what I need to do. And
as a starting quarterback, COVARRUBIAZ cannot wait for the lights to turn on Friday night, and he is ready for his team to make plays.
It just feels good since, everybody knows where the ball is going sometimes because we got number 3 in there. He's a pretty good guy. But if I have to make the play, I just get the ball to anybody. It's comfortable. I get comfortable with anybody on the field.
With the Eagle faithful behind Coach Long and his team, COVARRUBIAZ and the Eagles are ready to go out and put on a show.
They can expect the best from us. We'll leave it all out on the field for this town and for our team.
Matt Cerna, Fox West Texas.
It's a big boy grab there. The other Eagles, as long as they have COVARRUBIAZ behind center, you expect them to compete each and every night. It'll be interesting to see. They were home tonight against San Saba, so we will find out that score here coming up in just a bit. Adriana Alexander back at Bearcat Stadium. Thought she was on her way back. She's having so much fun. She wanted to be a part of the action herself. Let's send it back out to Bearcat Stadium in Ballinger with Adriana.
Yes, the Bearcats finally scored some points, and now we have the fans right here. They're lit, they're ready to party. Yes, the fans finally got the chance to cheer. The game is almost over. The Bearcats finally got 7, and the score is 7-42. Yes, I almost forgot it, 7-42. The game is wrapping up, but I had a great time out here, and I'll be sure to keep you guys covered on next week as well. Thank you, guys.
All right, great job as always. This time for real, Adriana, get back safely. She said 42-7 Jim Ned over Ballinger. We'll have all those finals coming up. We'll close out the portion next on air here on Fox West Texas before we transition on over to the digital side, of course, of things with Roku, Facebook Live, YouTube, and all the streaming services. And I cannot forget, of course, about the Fox West Texas mobile app. We'll be back after the break.